they told you, are you going to play at all this Thursday against the Jets?
I haven't been told yet. I'm preparing, just in case. I always got to stay ready no matter what the occasion is. But it'll be fun if I get to, because I've never played in New York. I've never even been in New York, so I'm looking forward to that.
How much does that game action help you, and how much in the previous games does that help? Do you think get you ready for opening day?
Oh, it helps out a lot. I mean, the first 2 games, I felt like I did good, but it was kind of slow. I only had like 2 catches, 20 yards each. So, to be able to have like the third game and be like, all right, yeah, like that, I got that feeling back in me to put up a big game and get a lot of catches, a lot of yards, a touchdown. To be able to do that before it actually starts, is huge, because now I go into it not, thinking like, oh, this is my first game, I don't know what's going on. It's like, all right, like I've been here before, so now I just gotta go out there and ball.
You ever let, in the past few days, allowed yourself to take a step back and think you're just, a couple of weeks away from really starting this season for real, your first NFL season?
Sometimes, but it's funny, because I'm in the locker room with all these guys. We're all, like, especially in my room, my meeting room. I have some of the best receivers in the league, so yeah, it's hard for me to take a step back and be like, wow, like I'm really in this when I'm living it every day with these guys. So, and I'm very blessed and thankful to be here. But at the same time, like when I'm, playing alongside these guys and then I hit the field, it's like, it's just basically like, it's almost like practice. Like I'm playing with some NFL studs on the other side of the field too. But we got NFL studs in our locker room.
How much have you learned from them in the past, couple of months?
I learned a lot. I mean, me and Nelly were out there after practice for like 30 minutes just working on stuff. Alshon, Deshaun, they always just stay back and help me with stuff. Always ask them questions, and they're more than inclined to answer it. This has been helpful. And even when I don't ask questions, they give me advice. So to have that, especially starting off my career, is huge.
Obviously, in practice, you're working on the timing with Carson Wentz, but you've had so many different quarterbacks that you've been dealing with in these preseason games as well. What's it like with when Carson's going to be like, the guy for the regular season, but also dealing with, you had Sudfeld and they have Cody Kessler and you have Josh McCown, you have Clayton Thorson.
Right, yeah. No, something that I've come to figure out is that whoever's back there throwing the ball is going to do a great job. Everybody that I played with it really hasn't been a difference. It's not like, oh, this guy throws the ball too high, this guy throws the ball too low. They all put it on money, so and then the line is giving them more than enough time to throw the ball. So, for me, it doesn't matter who's back there, because they're all going to get the job done. So I'm thankful that I'm on a team like that, because I know there's not a lot of teams that are like that.
JJ, you've been in this locker room since the spring. Mm-hmm. Who's the best athlete on this team?
The best athlete? That's a tough question. Everybody's kind of got their own athletic specialty. Deshaun, we all know Deshaun can fly. Deshaun's probably one of the fastest people I've ever seen. But you also have Nelly, he's fast and quick and, agile as well. So, I think if I had to choose, it'd be probably between those 2 guys. But, everybody in here, if you're in here, you got some kind of special athletic ability, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Anyone surprising or you might not expect?
Everybody told me that Deshaun was fast, but then it's different being told that and then seeing it in person. So I think that if it was a surprise, it'd be that. And it's funny because it's not like he's surprisingly fast. It's like they told me that he was fast, but now that I see in person how fast he's actually moving, it's still surprising and shocking to me that he can move that fast.
Obviously, the rule changes and things like that for player safety are important. But there was a level of grind and toughness that came out of those days. And so when you're in the middle of that, you weren't thinking about playing for 17 years. I promise you that. You were hoping to last the next 17 minutes. But thankful to make it this long for sure.
Were you guys up in Flagstaff?
We were in Flagstaff, which was definitely needed because it was hot in the valley. So being in Flag was a good break.
Is there any benefits about not going through training camp and that grind and just kind of coming in here with fresh legs, good arm?
Well, to a degree, yeah. I think it is beneficial to be fresh, but at the same time, there's a level of cardiovascular shape that you got to get yourself to, and so I've been trying to catch up on that every day, and that's the biggest part. And the throwing, I was doing a lot of throwing with the high school, kind of staying in tune with that. So that's not as big of a deal as much as just the physical shape. So
how do you accelerate?
I feel like I get in there. Well, just run every day. There's no way to do it, but no way around it but to do it. You know, you just got to go do it. And so just stay after and run and try to get yourself ready to go.
Do you have any memories from the final preseason game in your career?
The final, like, you're talking about
The last one.
like last week?
No, the one that's coming up. Like,
Oh.
the fourth one. Yeah.
Okay. The fourth one, memories of my career. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood the question. Yeah, I mean, I've got some good ones. Like, we went to Cleveland, and when I was with the Bears, and I had just gotten back in the league, and you know, kind of here I was the oldest quarterback on the roster, and I played every snap of the game, the fourth preseason game, and I'll never forget, you know. We lost a running back. We played the whole game with one running back, and so we were trying to manage the clock. It was a fun game. And then, last year coming here, I ended up starting that game, you know, having to play a few snaps because we traded Teddy Bridgewater on the way to the game. And so I had to snag a pair of shoes and get myself ready to go, you know, for a few series. So, you know, anything happened in that fourth game. But it's an important night. There's no doubt about it, you know, and you understand that, you know, as a young player and then going through the league, you know, how important it is for guys because it's a night for opportunity, and you know, you want to coach up those guys, help them out, and that was my thing. Is, you know, I had to go out there and play when I was in Chicago, and you know, I've been in the league 10+ years. I'm playing every snap of the fourth preseason game, but there was guys that were trying to make the roster. You know, trying to include myself. I ended up getting cut the next day, but you know, I wanted to make sure we were all there together, trying to give everybody their, you know, best chance to put their best foot forward. So tomorrow will be a fun night, you know, or Thursday night will be a fun night for those guys, and you know, be ready to go and do everything we can to help everybody.